Have you ever felt like you are stuck in a spiritual hallway? Like God has shut the door behind you, but He hasn't opened the door in front of you yet? You've been praying, you've been trusting, but lately, you don't just feel patient. You feel restless, you feel irritated, you feel a pressure in your spirit that you cannot explain. If that describes you right now, stop scrolling. This video is not a coincidence. It is a confirmation. Most people mistake this pressure for anxiety, but I am here to tell you, it is not anxiety, it is arrival. Just like a woman in labor feels the most intense pressure right before the birth, your spirit is feeling the pressure of a new season pushing its way out. The waiting room is closing, the door is opening. But how do you know for sure? Today I am going to show you 5 biblical signs that prove your waiting season is officially coming to an end. Sign number 1 is the one most people hate, but it is the most necessary. Sign 1, you feel uncomfortable where you are. The first sign that your season is over is that God makes your current situation uncomfortable. Think about a mother eagle. When it is time for her babies to fly, she doesn't ask them nicely. She stirs up the nest, she removes the soft feathers, and exposes the sharp sticks. Why? Because if the nest stayed comfortable, the babies would never leave. They would never learn to fly. If your job, your city, or your relationships, which used to feel fine, suddenly feel irritating, frustrating, or too small, do not complain. God is making you uncomfortable because He is about to make you move. He is disturbing your sleep because it is time to wake up. The discomfort is not an attack. It is the sign that you have outgrown the nest. You are ready for the sky. This next sign is the one most people mistake for a loss. Sign 2, old doors start closing. The second sign is that your old ways of getting by stop working. In the Bible, the Israelites ate miracle food, called manna every day for 40 years. It was God's provision. But the Bible says that on the very day they entered the promised land, the manna stopped. Why? Did God leave them? No. The miracle food stopped because the real harvest was starting. The temporary help dried up because the permanent blessing had arrived. If you feel like certain relationships are fading away or old opportunities are drying up, don't be afraid. God is closing the old door because He doesn't want you looking backward. He wants you looking forward. At the new door He is opening, the drying up of the stream is the announcement of the ocean. If you are ready for the new door, type, "I am ready for the new," in the comments. This third sign is a deep work in your heart. Sign 3, you stop obsessing over it. You know your waiting is over when you no longer need the thing you have been waiting for to be happy. This is the story of Abraham. He waited 25 years for a son, but the moment the boy became an idol in Abraham's heart, God asked for him back. And the moment Abraham was willing to let it go, the moment he proved he loved God more than the blessing, God said, "Now I know." And He gave the blessing back. When you are desperate, you are not ready. But when you reach a place of deep peace, where you say, "God, even if you never give it to me, you are enough," that is when the heavens unlock. God waits until the blessing has no power to control you. When you release the grip of anxiety, God releases the grip of delay. This fourth sign is usually where the enemy attacks the hardest. Sign 4, the battle gets harder. The fourth sign is a sudden, intense increase in spiritual attack. You might think, if my waiting is over, shouldn't things get peaceful? Actually, no. The enemy always guards the entrance to your destiny. Right before the Israelites crossed into the promised land, they faced the giants. Right before Jesus started His ministry, He faced the devil in the wilderness. The thief does not attack an empty house. The fact that the battle is fighting you so hard is proof that you are close to the treasure. We call this the terror at the door. The enemy is throwing fear and doubt at you because he knows you are one step away from crossing over. Do not run away. The giant is not proof that you should turn back. The giant is the sign that says, "Welcome to the promised land." And finally, the fifth sign. This is the most beautiful one. Sign 5. You start preparing before you see it. The final sign is that you start acting like the miracle is already here. You start feeling an urge to get your house in order. You feel the urge to fix your credit. You feel the urge to clean your room or prepare your heart. In the Bible, the prophet Elijah told his servant to look for rain, even when the sky was blue. He heard the sound of rain before he saw the water. God will move you to build the barn before the harvest comes. If you find yourself preparing for a future that hasn't happened yet, rejoice. That is faith. And faith pulls the future into the present. Your preparation is the landing strip for God's miracle. So, my friend, look at your life. The discomfort, the closed doors, the surrender, the harder battle, and the urge to prepare. These are not accidents. These are notifications from heaven. Your waiting season was not wasted time. It was the construction zone. God was building the character that can carry the calling. You are not waiting for God anymore. God is waiting on you to step out. The season of silence is ending. The season of the shout is beginning. What you need to do right now, if your spirit leaped while hearing this, I need you to seal this word. Subscribe to this channel. We are a family moving from waiting to winning. You belong here. And I want you to make a declaration. If you believe the shift is here, type this in the comments. I am crossing over. Type it with faith. Tell the enemy you are leaving the wilderness. Share this video with someone who is tired of waiting. Tell them, get ready. The King is calling. Your time has come. Walk into it. I'll see you in the next video.